it's just so heart-touching, really. I mean, I cried more times on this journey that I have in my entire life. Yeah, when I get back to my normal life, I'll never be the same again, really. Because, done all this. And that is something, I'm sorry I cry. I don't cry for pain, I cry for love, really. Hi, my name is James. I'm homeless at the current moment in Valladolid. And my story is that I was on my camino de Santiago. I walked from Lourdes to Fatima, from Fatima up to Santiago and to Fistera. Anyway, and then I took the bus down to Porto, where I was supposed to take the airplane back to Dublin. I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark, but I live in Dublin. I have a girlfriend there. But when I came with my ticket to the airport, they said, "Oh, you don't have a test, and you must quarantine when you get to Dublin for 2 weeks in a hotel, and it costs like 1,500 euro, 2,000 something." I didn't have no money, so it was impossible for me. So I found myself on the street, literally. But I had like 20 euros left, so I took the bus. It was very cold in Porto at that time. This is 2 months ago, man. So I took the bus to Faro in the Algarve, because it's the warmest place in this part of the world, And I stayed there for about a month on the street. And it was a little bit rough, because I'm not used to being homeless, obviously, so it was a little bit new for me, but I picked up pretty quickly, because you don't really have a choice, So, and then I decided to go north, because since I can't fly in, I decided that, okay, I'll take step by step, and then make my way to France, and where I can take the boat over to Ireland. I hear that's easier, and there's not so much test and all that. So, I kind of took it step by step. Bus ticket by bus ticket, as I could afford it, and I was living on the street with no money. People give me $1 here and there, just to survive. And I didn't beg really, but sometimes I asked people, because it was very hard. And so I made it to here, to Valladolid. And this young man shows up and says, "I'm making this homeless channel, can I interview you?" And I thought, yeah, why not? Because it's a very important issue. And, it really is, And, I always cared about homeless people. I always give $1 to a homeless if I see some begging homeless person. I don't mind. But I never really understood the severity of really sitting here,
Now you understand, because you are in this situation.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, that was a kind of a big lesson for me, And I think it was a good lesson. I tell you what, I met so many good homeless people. Just thinking about it makes me happy. I can tell you a little story just for fun. So the other night I was in Salamanca, and I was sleeping under some roof at the bus station. And I thought, oh, this is excellent. Nobody sees me. But this other homeless guy shows up, and he looked a little bit weird. This was in the night time. And I thought, oh no, maybe I should go, because I don't like sleeping with people I don't know around me, But I decided, okay, never mind, So I fell asleep, and he fell asleep. And in the morning he was gone. And I thought, oh, lucky me, he didn't steal my stuff, But it was a shameful thought for me, because 10 minutes after I was thinking that, he came back with coffee for me. This was 6 in the morning, and we went over and had breakfast. He paid for everything, and he was homeless.
He was a good person with you?
No, he was beautiful.
Yeah.
And we became instant friends. His name was Julio.
It's me. It's the same name.
Is that your name?
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, it gets better. He was on leave permission from prison. And he had to take the bus that morning at 7:30. And when he left, we hugged each other like brothers. You know, that's no joke, you know.
That's maybe the reason of you believe in Jesus because he
I don't
helped
know.
you, and
That
that's
makes me really, I mean, you know, it touched my heart in a way I can't even imagine. And when he left, he didn't have nothing. He gave me a $5 after he buy me breakfast and everything, because he see that I didn't have nothing, you know. I didn't ask for nothing. And we hugged each other like brothers, and we're now on, I got his phone number. And I hope to see him again one day, and I'll pay him back somehow. Because, I mean, it was so beautiful. First, I was like, I didn't trust him, and he put me to shame, you know, by literally, you know, just do something that was so fantastic, you know. And I've had many experiences like that along the way, sleeping on the street, you know. People you a little bit, you think, oh, wow. And they turn out to be the guy who will give the last cigarette to you and stuff like that, you know. So homeless people that I met along the way, thank you, because, you know, it's just something. You know. Rich people, they haven't given me nothing. But people with very little, they give, because they know how it is. You know, it's just really touching, you know. Anyway, so...
it's hard to live on the street.
Yeah, well, it's not so much. Yeah, it's hard. Of course, it's hard. It's very hard. But it's more that. Yeah, but like I said, why I'm happy I learned something about this is that because I got so many good homeless friends along the way. You know, I mean, this guy Claudio, he lived in on the top of a building, and the roof was leaking, and it was a little bit miserable, but. Not as miserable where I was, so he said to me, come, you can sleep up at mine, you know, things like that, you know. We became friends, you know. There's so many homeless people I've met, you know, and I must say they're all fabulous. I mean, there's always bad people among every group, but homeless people in general, yeah, they're very good-hearted, and thank you for that. And that really taught me a big lesson. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna make it to the border, and from what I hear, the border is closed. So I'll take that problem when I get there, you know, and all that. Anyway, I just want to say that I didn't cry because I'm sad. I cried because, you know, that touched my heart. Anyway, yeah, so I'm heading for Bilbao. That's on the French border. And then I'll take it from there, you know. I will make it home somehow.
Yeah, you need to go to Bilbao and then to pass to France, from France to pass to Dublin?
No, up to the coast and take the boat.
Yeah, and the boat for Dublin.
The boat for Dublin, yeah.
Yeah, because you have a girlfriend there.
Yeah.
And she's waiting for you.
Yeah. Well, she had her own problems. She also was homeless for a couple of weeks. She was traveling. We went traveling different this year, you know, because we don't want to travel together all the time. I wanted to do the Camino de Santiago, and I wanted to walk alone because, you know, I wanted to, you know, it's a religious kind of thing, really. So, yeah. And that really taught me a lot. And along my Camino, I didn't have much money either. And the people I met along there was also fantastic, you know. I mean, you know, I recommend that to anybody who wants to get in touch with themselves. Do the Camino de Santiago. Well, anyway.
Yeah, you started the Camino for devotion because you believe in God.
Yeah. Also, my mother once did it, and she's dead. So I thought, I'll do it too.
You do it for her also.
Also, yeah. But also because it is the way that the disciples of Jesus, they walk the same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And every day I was thinking about it. Every time I come to a river, I would sit down and think, oh, maybe they stopped here because they need to wash, they need to drink water, you know. So there was many things going on there.
Yeah, but you're in this situation because you did that.
Yeah, well, you could say that. Yeah, well, you know, the Lord works in mysterious ways, I must say.
You are not regret?
No, even now I don't regret it. Because, like I said, you know, also I learned a lot. I learned something from the Camino, but being homeless, I learned much more.
You appreciate more your life now?
Yeah, in one way, yeah. Obviously, I'll be glad when I'm home. But, I mean, it's not an adventure. Well, it was one hell of an experience, I can tell you that, you know, being homeless. There was days where I was really down. I was thinking, oh, for bloody hell, how the hell am I gonna make this? But somehow somebody showed up and give you $1 or something, you know, meet another homeless guy who says, come with me, man, I know where we can get food or something, you know.
The hardest days are the first ones?
Yeah, the first couple of weeks was a little bit, wow.
Yeah, how you feel the first days?
I was pretty rough, I must say, yeah, rough. But because I came from the Camino de Santiago, as you can see, I'm a backpack here, you know. And here is my Camino bracelet with the sign from the Camino, you know.
Yeah.
And also, somebody give me this one. And this one says, you were giving this life because you're strong enough to live it. And that inspires me every day. Yeah. Every time I feel down, I just look at it and think, okay, I can do it. You know. But yeah, it's been one hell of a ride, I can tell you that. And you know, I know, even now, I don't regret nothing. You know. Oh, look, there is my friend.